Hi everyone, it's Rob Evans from Studios Personal Training, and today we're in the kitchen. And what I wanted to run you through today was some simple tips that I use to help keep my food preparation on track all week through. One of the keys to the success in terms of transforming your health and fitness, your body, or whether it's just optimizing your health, is to make sure that you are prepared. Now, I'm going to run you through some really simple little things that I use that have helped me transform thousands of clients in their health and fitness, but also I've used this myself. So we're in the kitchen, so let me run you through a couple of different things. So first of all, might be stating the obvious, but you've got to make sure that you've got the right tools. So that's like things like having the right sort of knives. You know, I've got a range of different sort of knives, and making sure that they're sharp, because there's nothing worse than you know, when you pull out a knife and it's blunt and it makes the work so much harder. Making sure that you've got good chopping boards as well. So making sure that you've got a good surface to cut on. One of the other things that I like to do is when I get my vegetables is to cut them up and store them. And I'll run you through some of the containers that I use. But a couple of tools that I use in terms of cutting. I don't have chef skills. I'm not a chef. If I can do this, anyone can do it. I'm very slow on the cutting. So there's a couple of tools that I want to talk about here. The first one is the old V-Slicer. Now this is probably out of the 90s or something like that. You've probably seen these before, and basically you put the vegetables and stuff in this, and you grate it up and down, making sure that you watch where your fingers are, obviously, because it's really sharp. And I can cut up a bag of carrots in about 40 seconds, a whole kilo of carrots. And I use that for, it comes with different blades. It just makes life a whole bunch easier when you're cutting things up. The other one, which is a bit of a classic, is the Nicer Dicer. Now you can get these pretty readily now because they've been around for a while. What's good about these is, if I pop the camera down here, is you pop the fruit or the vegetables in this part here, and the idea is that you push them through like this, and it cuts them up, and it makes really light work of it. So I make a couple of dishes and cut up the veggies in this. Again, it's got different blades. It just makes life so much faster. Now, one of the other things that I do is make sure that I've got plenty of containers to store the fruit and vegetables in. So generally speaking, I won't. If I'm going to cut up fruit, I will generally cook with that straight away. But if I'm going to cut up veggies, I'll leave them for maybe, if I'm not using them straight away, I'll cut up in the next 3 days or so. Beyond that, the nutritional value starts to disappear, so I'll do another shot. But these sorts of containers here. Now, what's great about these, I haven't got a lid for that one right here, but let me show you this one. What's great about these, they've got a little rubber seal around them and these little clamps that clamp down. Now, this brand is, I think it's Systema, and that keeps the freshness locked in. So I'll cut up, like the bag of carrots or whatever vegetables, I'll store them in these containers. Obviously, this is quite a big one. This one holds, 3.5 litres. This one is a slightly smaller. The other ones that I also like to use are these ones, which have got dual sides, just so that you can store maybe different things in each side. Then once I've got one more. This is a good little one too. Now what I use this one for is normally the freezer. Those other ones I showed you, they go in the fridge. These ones, like if I make a dessert, like a berry and mixed an apple pear crumble, that kind of thing, I'll divide that up and put that into here. The key with my cooking is that I'm cooking in larger batches, so I tend to use Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those sorts of days of the week, to be cooking up bigger batches of food so that I can then put them in the freezer. Now the key then is to make sure that you've got the right size containers. So these ones, these hold about 900 mils. This brand is a Decor one. Got a good solid sturdy lid, and they go in the freezer. Now if I walk you over to my freezer here, hopefully there's no surprises in here, but you'll see in my freezer here how well that they stack. Now at the time of recording this, it is Thursday, so you can see it's starting to run down a little bit, and I need to do a cook up over the next few days. But what's great about this is they stack really high. I've taken out this shelf and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll fit more. So it'll fit nine serves in there, and it just makes it really convenient. So through most of the week, I'm not doing any cooking, sometimes I might cook up a meal for the kids and so forth, but my meals, whether it's lunch, dinner, I'll just grab one of these. It's already portioned out. This one's like a savoury mince. I'll just add some rice, maybe some extra veggies to it, and they're done. Now you can also see here another tip I'll give you, the frozen fruit. So these are blueberries, I've got mango, I've got mixed berries in the other fridge. They're the ones that they're the ones that I mainly use. The other tips that I would say is using the frozen vegetables. Find the veggies that you like. I use a Bird's Eye Country Harvest and a garden mix. They're quite good. The vegetables are nice and small. I'll use those just to cook up in, again, to save time. I use a good quality, this is a Tupperware microwave dish. I sound like a commercial, I'm advertising all this stuff. But I'll cook these in the microwave. To me, that's the equivalent of steaming. If you don't like the microwave, the concept of that, then I would just steam the vegetables. But yeah, there's some really quick time-saving things that I use, that I teach my clients, and that have certainly helped make my life a lot manageable and easier. So go forth, give it a go. All right, bye for now.